everybody, and welcome to our Getting Crafty with Lee County Libraries for adults. You'll need these items before we get started: a small jar or glass votive candle holder, ModPodge glue, paintbrush and small bowl to pour the glue into for easier access, and several small fabric leaves. Fabric leaves can be picked up at any craft store. They must be tiny and thin. You make sure that if you get anything with a plastic spine, that you'll need to remove that spine before use. And avoid anything that's super glossy because the glue really doesn't work with those. So let's get started. Our very first step is going to be preparing the glass jar. We're going to coat the outside of the jar with the ModPodge, a nice thin layer all the way around from edge to edge. This will give us a nice base in order to glue our leaves on at a later time. While the glue is drying on the jar, we're going to pick out the best leaves that we want to use for our project. We are looking for leaves that are not too glossy and that are super thin, and making sure that they're not stuck together, which happened quite a bit in the bag that I have. We're going to peel those apart and make sure that all the leaves are ready to go for when it comes time to glue them to our jar. If you happen to find any that are folded, don't bother. Those are not going to unfold very easily on your jar. Set those aside and use them for something else later on. Let's check on that glass jar. The glue is still kind of white, which means that it's not dry yet. We're going to need a little bit longer. Time has gone by and the jar is ready. You'll see that the glue is clear, so it's time to get started. We are going to apply more ModPodge to the outside of our glass jar, making sure to cover from edge to edge, and nice straight lines makes the coating even. Then we're going to stick one leaf to the glue. Tap it down a little bit, put another one on there, and then we're going to pick up the paintbrush again and add more glue to the tops of those leaves and make sure that every area is covered sufficiently. When you're gluing the leaves down, you're going to notice that they're not going to stick completely to the glass as if you were gluing on paper. This actually gives a three-dimensional look to our votive holder. Do your best, covering as much of the leaf as possible to make sure that the glue is even and that it's going to stick to the glass as best you can make it. You will repeat this process around the entire circumference of the glass jar, making sure to glue first, adhere the leaf next, and then glue on top of the leaf third. sure to check the entire perimeter of the glass and the leaves to make sure that you have everything covered in the glue evenly. You'll need to let the glue dry completely, and you'll know that it is dry when it is completely clear. And then you'll add a second coat of glue over the entire surface. Set that aside and let that dry as well. I decided to add twine around the rim of the jar just to add a little something to it. Pick up a battery-operated tea light and place it inside the jar and enjoy your beautiful work. Make a votive holder for each of your guests and add a name card to create a festive seat for everyone at the Thanksgiving table. A few pieces of cardstock and a Sharpie marker, and you have a beautiful place setting. We hope you enjoyed this edition of Getting Crafty with Lee County Libraries and look forward to sharing more with you in the near future. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.